Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. As always, I am Callie. This is Callie's Collectibles Reviews. And following on from Tuesday's review where I took a look at I have the collector's edition here at hand. It's easier for me to grab quickly. Alien vs Predator comic book by Dark Horse Comics. I thought today I would take a look at the figures of Machiko Noguchi and Broken Tusk, or, excuse me, Deshande if you prefer. But I'm going to be taking a closer look at these guys in this review. I'm going to jump over to the review station now and take a look at them, and I'll let you know what I think. See you in a minute. Okay, so here we go. Alright, here's the figures in the review station. I'm going to take a look at Machiko Noguchi first, and then Deshande second. First, we'll have a look at the accessories and then the figures. So, with Machiko, first you get this fist, closed fist for punching. That's you know, you only get the one, and that's it. You get this very funky looking sort of sci-fi blaster, which, you know, looks out of place with the character, but if you look in the comic book, she does actually use this, and it is very accurate to the drawing in the book. So I will flash up a quick still of that if I can find a good picture of it. If not, I'll put it up at the end. But yeah, blaster and biomask. It's very nicely done. Gold paint, sort of an orangey colour for the eyes. You get the little tubes off to the sides. On the inside, though, very nicely detailed on the inside. See if my light can get in there. There we go. You can see those details. Stop focusing on my finger and focus. There we go. Some nice detail in there. The eyes are done. That same orangey colour to make it look like it's kind of see-through, like you can see through the lenses. Very nicely done. But that is it in the way of accessories for Miss Noguchi over here. She does have a backpack on her back. This, unfortunately, is non-removable like it has been with previous Predators where you have to plug these on. This, unfortunately, is permanently affixed. But overall, the look of the figure, I'd have to say I'm very impressed. See how close we can get on that face sculpt. There we go. I mean, the detail in the hair as well, with all the braids and what plaits, I suppose. Very well done. This is actually her appearance in the second story that she featured in. Not the original Alien vs Predator series by Dark Horse. It was the follow-up to it. This is the armor she wore when she went on hunts. This was basically her version of Predator armor. And it's very well done. I mean, the detail work, all the dents and dings. I mean, it looks like it's been well worn. There's different textures dotted about the place. Nice little belt. Money shots, as some people might say. The leg guards, little boots. They even did the tread on the underside of the boots. How can I get that? There we go. Yeah, little arm gauntlet there. This is the problem I have. I'll point it out now because you can see it on camera. You look at the arms. This elbow's been misassembled. Basically, this part is in right, this part is in right, but the actual joint itself is not. And I cannot, for the life of me, get at it to get it out and flip it round. So, unfortunately, she has an arm that goes the wrong way. But it doesn't stop the figure from looking amazing. And I've kind of got it to a point where she's got a bend in her arm, but that's fine with me. But yeah, fantastic detail on this figure. Little shoulder cannon there. There you go. It's the eyes on this figure that get me. She looks a bit dazed, but the paint job I mean, the lips look painted. The scar looks like a scar. You know, it's brilliant. But articulation-wise, head is on a ball joint, but due to the sculpt of the hair and the backpack, you're not going to get much out of it. I mean, you can kind of turn that far, that way, that far, and kind of down at an angle that way. Looking down's pretty good, but looking up, you can only just about get looking straight forward. Only just. But arms, standard hinge and socket at the shoulder, so up to there, a little less than 90. Straight the way down. This shoulder piece, rubber piece here, of the armour is connected here, so it does kind of get out of the way of the shoulder joint. Elbows on one side for mine, anyway, go up this far. She's double jointed in the elbow. And you've got a pin and swivel at the wrist. Oh, and you've also got rotation at the above the bicep, sorry, below the bicep, sorry, for forearm swivel. But mine's a bit stuck on this side, so that's why it looks a bit skew-if. There we go. You've got an upper torso joint here, which goes, that's more the bottom one, but there, rotation, it's more for rotation than anything else. It has got a little bit of forward and back. I mean, if you use those two joints together, you can kind of get a leaning forward and leaning back, but that's about as much as you're going to get out of it. This lower joint does rotate at the waist. That's on a ball joint. The hips are on ball joints as well, but due to the armour and the sculpt here, you're only going to get about that far apart, that far forward, that far backward, which is not too bad really. You do have a bit of swivel there at the top. Double jointed knees, but due to the band around the knee, you kind of limit that a little bit, but you get that much. Nothing below, and a ball joint at the foot, and a toe joint as well, but mine are both really stiff. Oh, there we go. That one moved, and that's as far as it's going to go. So there you go. That is Michiko Noguchi. As for the accessories, you can take the mask and simply plop it onto place, like so. The wires are supposed to plug into the gun, but I can never get them to stay in, and if I glue them in, it means she's either going to have the mask on or just hanging down the side of her face, so I just kind of tuck them in there and forget about them. The gun, you can pop into her hand. There's a little trigger finger. Bring the arm around, get the other hand, get it underneath the gun. And there you go. You can have her posed like so. If she will stand, there we go. Ta-da! Just going to have a drink, 2 seconds, and I will carry on. Now, on to the main event, Deshande. My favorited out of the two characters. Not my favorite Predator, but my favorite out of these two. Just because I will go through it kind of as much as I can in detail, but his accessories are this blaster, which I believe in the comic books and in general kind of Predator lore is referred to as a burner, I think. It's basically like a combination flamethrower grenade launcher or something. Basically puts aliens down in like one fucking shot. So he's got that. I do love the rope effect on the strap for it. It's very, very well done. And then he comes with spear. Well, one spear. You have to kind of put this together. But I wanted to take a look at it in its two halves first. You've got this end, which is kind of painted with like a splattering of... It looks orange on camera, but it's more kind of a yellowy gold. Almost like the acid blood from the aliens. It looks more like that in hand, but it does look rather orange right now. But I mean, you can see again all dings, dents, scratches, bits where it's like missing bits. Lovely like wood effect right there, look. And the second piece, this end's even more beaten up. There's like bullet holes and scrapes and splatters. Just, oh, this blade has seen some action. But it's dead simple to clip it together. You've got that post there. And that port there. And you just take the two and you poop. And just get it so it's straight. We need a straight spear. Is that straight? I'm eyeing it up through the camera. Oh, my Chico. I killed my Chico. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry, honey. I don't know what I'm doing, girl. I didn't mean to knock you down. There you go. Right. And that becomes one big ass spear. I tend to do it up like that way because it's like that looks like the stabbing end and that's kind of the slashing end. So slash slash, stab stab, slash slash, stab stab. But there we go. That's his accessories. Now for the figure himself. Oh. Right, where do I begin with this guy? The armor alone, that lovely, lovely reflective gold for the mask with the lightning bolt symbol on the front is just stunning. And then the chest piece, as you can see, the alien head integrated into the armor with the same lightning bolt symbol carved into it. And just the armor on its own, just all the little bits, like it's a piece of spine and this looks like a shell from something. Just every inch of this figure just has amazing detail on it. Like, bit of string. It's molded in, but it's a bit of string. You know, it's, what's that there for? Is it holding that together? You know, again, this looks like the shell off of something. You know, it's just the way it's been put to, like, the paint job alone on this guy is just phenomenal. All the different colours, the skin tones, the stripes, the spots, the beads in the hair, the mask, the wraps around his hands, everything just, oh, amazing. But where this guy suffers is definitely in the articulation side of things. Because, unfortunately, on my guy, this shoulder joint is stuck or something. It won't go up or down. It will not budge. I cannot get it to move. I don't know whether it's paint stuck or what. I mean, it rotates backwards and forwards fine, but it just won't go up and down, which makes me think that there's something blocking the hinge on the inside. So I'm going to have to try and sort that at a later date. But you do get head on a ball joint. Looks left and right. Fine like that. That's as far up as he's going to look. That's as far down as he's going to look. Which is pretty good. I mean, if he's looking down at a human, it's pretty damn good. But the shoulders can, they're supposed to, this side, go out to there. And that's about as far as you're going to get it. Straight down. Rotation at the bicep. But this, again, this side is really stiff. Whereas this side is really loose. So I'm having quite a few issues with joints on this figure. But yeah, got rotation at the bicep. Double jointed elbows. So we can thumb his mask off. Ping! and you get the rotation at the forearm again. The blades on this side do extend out that far, and they collapse that far back down. Right, wrists, yeah, standard hinge and swivel. So you get inward and outward and rotation. You don't get any up and down. It's not like ball joints. Legs can go with the armor kind of moving slightly out of the way. You can force it that far up. It'd be same both sides, because these legs want to move together. Because look, that's me moving one leg. Both of them are moving. Look, you can see I've only got my hand on one. But yeah, you get rotation at the thigh, but it's very stiff. You get double jointed knees, which only really go about that far. And the feet are on ball joints. There you go. Now for holding his accessories, give me 2 seconds. For holding his accessories, what I like to do is I will get the spear, thread it into one hand at this point here, at the lower point, and just get that into his hand. Then I take the gun and I hang it over his shoulder. Sorry, I'm doing a little bit of this off camera. And then I get the other hand, like so. Thread the fingers around it. And then you can adjust that as needed. So you can get a nice two-handed pose out of it. Adjust the hand. Fits with the legs a little bit. And there you go. There's the two of them. Let me just move her over this side actually. Put him there, her there. And there we go. I think that makes a lovely little display on your shelf. You know, if you're fans of Predator or anything like that, this is definitely, you know, they don't come as a set. I will point that out. I bought these, well, these were bought for me as a Christmas present a couple of years ago now. And they do come individually packaged, but they do kind of go together because, well, sort of, not in this appearance. In this appearance, spoilers for the comics, he's dead at that point. When she's got this armor, he's long gone. He's dead. So you kind of fudge it a little bit, but it's kind of like, you know, master and student kind of situation. But yeah, so that was my look at Dashande and Machiko Noguchi, the first female human predator. I'm going to jump back out of the review station now and do my closing. I shall see you in a minute. Okay, so that was my look at the Neca Predator, Machiko Noguchi, and Broken Tusk action figures. Very good figures in my opinion, apart from a couple of the like the QC issues I've had with mine. Besides from that, these are fantastic figures. I'd give them, with the problems I've had with articulation and the fact that these are kind of older releases, I'd give them maybe a 8 out of 10, 7, but 8 a push. But yeah, if you want to pick them up yourself, you have to check places like eBay or your local toy shop. I think Midco have Machiko in stock. I think they have one or two. But yeah, so that's my review done. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, click the bell to get notified, all that lovely good stuff. And quick little channel update before I leave. I'm now going to be streaming on Twitch. If you would like to come and join me on Twitch, it is Callista_Valentine. That is all you need to search for. You will find me, no problem. I will be mostly playing Red Dead Redemption Online, but I may do a few other games here and there, maybe a couple of playthroughs. I don't know. Wait and see. But for now, bye bye.